Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant.
International Criminal Court Prosecutor Karim Khan's request for an arrest warrant against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu creates a quandary for Israel's allies. How can they support Israel and the ICC?
Wrong-headed.
Well, this is a deeply unhelpful development.
Khan's move was the first attempt to go after a sitting Western-backed head of state.
You have to hear this to believe this.
He requested arrest warrants for Netanyahu and his defense minister Yoav Gallant, as well as 3 Hamas leaders for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity in the Gaza war. ICC judges must still sign off on it. Many European countries support the ICC and also send military support to Israel. Germany has already had to defend its policy of supplying arms to Israel at another international court in The Hague. Tom Beitelaar of the Netherlands' Leiden University says that balance could become hard to maintain.
It's going to be very difficult to say we are supporting Israel unconditionally, and we feel that this is the party that we should be supporting in this war, because now the ICC has made a certain declaration and a certain attack against the legitimacy of the Israeli war effort in Gaza.
If warrants are issued, member states would be obliged to detain Netanyahu or Gallant if they got the chance. Beitelaar said governments failing to obey could face legal challenges in their own courts.
It might be challenged, though, from the domestic level, because many states have implemented the Rome Statute, the important founding treaty of the International Criminal Court, into their domestic laws, which means that parties here could also be challenging, for example, the Dutch state, the Dutch government, for a breach of international law if it doesn't arrest the Prime Minister of Israel in this case.
And then there's the difficulty of upholding some ICC rulings, but not others. The United States, like Israel itself, is not a member of the court, but it has supported past prosecutions. For example, last year's arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin over the war in Ukraine. This time, though, US President Joe Biden called Khan's request outrageous. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the administration is willing to work with Congress to potentially impose sanctions on ICC officials. The ICC step has exposed divisions among European ICC members. France, Ireland and Spain were among Khan's supporters. The French Foreign Ministry backed, quote, the fight against impunity in all situations, while Spain's Deputy Prime Minister Yolanda Díaz said international law must apply to everyone. Anthony Dworkin, Senior Policy Fellow at the European Council on Foreign Relations.
I think the most important principle at this point is that European countries should not do anything to try and undermine, attack, or block or politically influence the operations of the court. And I think I would hope that they would consider ultimately that the actions of the court could be helpful in terms of trying to bring an end to any crimes that are being committed there.
The exposed divisions reflect a deeper international schism over the Palestinians' long-time quest for statehood.
El reconocimiento al Estado de Palestina.
This moved to the forefront on Wednesday when Ireland, Norway and Spain said they would recognise a Palestinian state.